I see my partner going through this, and I'm being afraid. I'm in this state of fear. What will happen, especially for women, what I see, but men too. I'm fearful for the connection, that it will dissolve if he or she doesn't get any support, and it's a real fear for many people.
Yeah, that's a real fear. And I mean, all that if it's a woman, all that person can do is, one, is go inward and ask, where is that fear coming from? Right? Because it could be pointing to their own insecurities and their own abandonment, or that's their fear, right? So where's that coming from is important. It could be coming from a situation in that relationship, right? It could be an honest sensing of a risk. And the other one thing is, there are no guarantees, right? So there is risk, and then there's the feeling from the person that we need to understand where it comes from, and then of course, when the time is right, and when there is a connection, and when there's a safe place to share that with the partner as well. But not in an accusing way, but in a way of, this is how I feel. I don't want it to, I love you. I don't want to go anything to happen to this, and da-da-da. But I think the first step is to know within oneself where that feeling is coming from, and to explore that.
I understand that. So good, by the way, so good. So first, inwards, understanding your own fears, where they're coming from. Is it something from your childhood, from your own sense maybe of not feeling worthy enough, or being...
What's the story that I'm telling myself that's kind of that's associated with that feeling?
Yeah, this is very interesting, because after having kids, and as we say, we are busy, right, working, it seems like the space that we are not stressed out, that we are not with the kids, is so much less than it used to be, of course, before having them.
It is a lot less.
It is a lot less. And both parties carry much more after having kids. And what I often see is the communication challenges. So I can see both people love each other, but because of their own unresolved issues or their own communication styles, I can be very passive. For a lot of women, as we say, I was reminded today that sometimes I speak what some women don't speak out loud, and sometimes we get really, really resentful, and we think that men have it better than us in many ways, and we don't speak it out, that our needs are not being met, and we come swinging with baseball bats in our communication. So what I see often happens is people talk at each other, but they don't talk with each other, to each other. So they keep talking, but they keep missing each other. And that becomes a huge problem. It becomes, you don't hear me, I'm not being seen. It comes back to this main pain points that we all, have, not being loved, accepted, rejected, dismissed. And so after having kids, what I'm noticing is this type of miscommunication happens more often when we are under stress and we are both kind of spread thin.